Hello and welcome to Season 7 of the Elite Tournament. I am Angry Larry. I'm joined with Bentglass Tube. How are you?
I didn't hear what you said there. You cut off a little bit. I'm assuming you asked how I was, and I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm ready to kick this off. This is our Season 6 humiliation race. We have moved it to the front end of Season 7. It is a blind race here, Bentglass Tube. These players do not know what they're going to play. Actually, they do know what they're going to play now, but 3 minutes ago, they didn't know what they were going to play.
Yeah, this is a relatively recent addition to the elite lineup. I think this is only the third time we've done this mystery race, the Dum Dums mystery race.
It is, in fact, the third time we have done it, and Digshake's second stint in the mystery race. He beat me in the first time we did it, and then Armageddon time and V. Resner, Rezo Viax. They seemingly. Let's go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What did you Dig play? I don't even remember.
We played Super C, which was a Buzz Thunder pick, surprise. And Link 7's picked, was it Time Lord for Rez?
Yeah, Time Lord. That game was weird.
Yeah, and they basically got to the same point in game. There was no benefit for the winner or the loser, but rules stated the first person to get to a checkpoint first wins, and Arma got to the checkpoint furthest the first. But then Rez went further in that level, so whatever. It was a tie. No one cares. But
no one cares might kind of be the theme of the blind mystery race, but we do it for fun. It's not about caring.
In chat, at any time during the course of this opening stalling monologue, if you guys can tell us exactly how the levels are between myself and the BGT, I'd appreciate that. But we do have a game to unveil here. I'll go ahead and do that. BGT's setting up a little bit.
Oh, I'm good. You go for it.
I got to pull up the blank projections. Anyone have any guesses in chat? You guys, if you follow the two runners who are playing right now, you know exactly what the game is. So we'll just get right into it. Picked by Buzz Thunder, the winner of Season 6. Anyone want to guess? You think it's Burger Time, or you think it's the other game he would have picked?
I'm going with Burger Time.
It is the other game he would have picked. It is Ninja Gaiden for the NES. We only do NES and Super Nintendo now in the Elite Tournament because of availability and whatever.
Battle Kid.
Meow thinks it's Battle Kid. That Meow, man. He's a funny guy. All right, so they have Ninja Gaiden up and loaded. We'll switch on over to that. 45-minute time limit here for these players. Down from 30. I think 30 was a little too steep, don't you?
I think it was an hour before, but yeah, an hour of blind, I meant, you know. Yeah, the last 15 minutes were kind of just people banging their head against wherever they got. You know, you see the time's almost up and you're just kind of like, whatever. You're mailing it in at that point.
Yeah, I did mean an hour. I don't know. In my mind I was like an hour and I translated it to minutes, so I went right to 60.
Yeah, that's that new math.
We have given them the go-ahead. And they will be starting in 10 seconds. What do you know about this game?
I've actually beaten this game before, so it must not be that hard, right?
I guess not. Like one of the 3 games you've ever beaten in your life?
Yeah, I think actually 4 because of Magic Kingdom. You know, this one, 2 Zeldas, and Magic Kingdom. Those are the 4 games I've ever beaten. But it's a pretty tough game. I enjoy it. It's a fun platformer. I think playing it blind should be pretty interesting. I don't know if either of these guys has played it before, though. It's a pretty popular game, so I guess we'll see how they do.
Neither are playing the J-Kart because we are North American, so we don't play J-Karts in the Elite Tournament. Maybe. Depends. We got Digshake here trying to figure out how to do the reverse scorpion off the wall onto the Coca-Cola sign.
Yeah, he's having a little trouble with it. This might be the first roadblock in this game. Oh, RandomEffekt pulls ahead with a quick wall climb learn there.
Yeah, but then he can't get the power up, so he loses the lead. We got 3 more Coca-Cola signs. I think this prompts the discussion. Like, you ever travel like in a car long distance, and you get to those like places, the civilization the out of the way towns that have like those little bodega convenience stores, and that's basically your only market in the area. But then you get a couple, you get a couple of them lined up on the main street, and it's like all their signs are like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, like generic signs with a Coca-Cola or Pepsi logo, and then the name of the establishment after it, like BGT's Mart Inc. You ever see that?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to get one of those signs, like an old-timey Coke logo that just says like, BGT's house. That'd be awesome. There's a little town in southeastern Wisconsin called Kansasville, and they have a building with this huge 50/50 ad painted on the side, and it's just been there for years, because like who even knows what 50/50 is anymore? But your story about the bodegas reminded me of that. Kansasville, Wisconsin.
Yeah, down in Florida, the Panhandle of Florida, both players have defeated the boss of Stage 1, moving on to Stage 2. We'll update the tracker on the bottom once things start to slow down, once their progress starts to peak. We'll take the time to spend changing that. But I was going to say, the Panhandle of Florida was just like that. It was like, if there was not a Tom Thumb convenience store on every corner, it was just some little like piece of crap market with a Coca-Cola or Pepsi sign, and just like, would you want to be the guy who did like an RC Cola sign or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
That
Who
would be
drinks
like
that garbage?
Yeah, that would be the most BGT of convenience stores, wouldn't it?
So, when I was little, like one of my good friends was the son of the pastor at the church nearby, so we went to church every Sunday. Like that was the only reason to hang out with my buddy. But they had a soda machine, at the church in the basement, and it had RC Cola, and I was just like, this is the most disappointing soda machine. It's not even free. Like I got to pay 50 cents to get an RC Cola. Are you kidding me?
Remember when Sam's Cola in front of Walmart used to be like 30 cents, 25 cents?
Oh, yeah. And like
2 years ago?
Mountain Mist, like Dr. Thunder, they had all those ridiculous flavor names. I
can't see an off-brand soda and not think Armageddon Time.
Is he a big fan of the off-brand sodas?
I don't know. I think he is, but like we all are if we want to save some money. It's like whatever. Like we had a Hoffman's brand here locally. I don't even know if Hoffman's still exists, or like what their scope, like what their range of products would be in the United States. But it was, when I was younger, it was like 15, 20 cents a can. Like why the hell would you not buy that?
Yeah, for sure. My one of my cousins always had the off-brand ones. We didn't have Hoffman's. I don't remember that. We had Jolly Good was a popular one where I grew up. Just to take a break for a moment from what we're doing here, it looks like Dig is somewhat familiar with this. He's a couple times pulled moves that seems like he knows what's going on. So that might be a little bit of an advantage for him.
I believe both these players have seen people play this game, Arcus and whatever. Digshake probably has played it before as well. He's played it Ninja Gaiden 2 against Buzz to begin with. And if I was Digshake, I probably would have practiced only 2 games in anticipation of this, Burger King or Ninja Gaiden, because it wasn't the most, shocking of picks here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, do you really think Digshake practiced for his humiliation race?
Oh, no, not at all.
Judging by that jump, no.
See, RandomEffekt is having a little problem in this stage, and Digshake does take a death there. He's going to be set back here. He was the first to stage 2-2, so you can see we have the little ribbon appreciation ribbon.
Oh, nice.
There. Yeah, it's all
you
out
added that, huh? I like it.
I'm gonna need someone to count the pickles though on this this aspect ratio.
It does look a little wonky. It does look pretty square.
It does look 1-to-1. Am I like not wrong?
Yeah, who made this layout for you?
I don't know.
Maybe they were trying to get on bad layouts.
I don't know, but I hope whoever made it didn't make like the Final Fantasy randomizer trackers. Look at Digshake take that death, but cling on to the column and then die afterwards. Both players having a little difficulty here in 2-2. This is, you know, I tried to practice for the Big 20 that just happened, and out of the 19 games, I played and beat 18 of them. And then it came time to play the 19th one, which is Ninja Gaiden 3. And I'm like, man, I just totally dislike this series, and this board sums up exactly my dislike of this series.
This is certainly the first like hurdle you encounter in playing this game, because this level with the all the enemies throwing shit at you while you're trying to jump over these little gaps, it's very frustrating.
RandomEffekt there has a power-up, and he's using it to perfection in that area. I wonder, like, you know, in reading about learning Ninja Gaiden 3, we, you know, noticed that power-ups were huge, and certain power-ups for certain areas were better than others, but they also put other power-ups in your way that you have to avoid. And I want to grab and get everything, so I lose the power-up I need, and then, you know, can't progress.
That was, yeah, you know, like I said, when I beat this game once before when I was younger, and that was certainly something you had to be aware of to beat the game. I mean, presumably not just to speedrun it, but there are a lot of times where it's maybe not impossible, but very difficult to get through an area once you get the wrong power up.
Lead change.
Nice. We got Boss Guma here in 2-2.
Yeah, this guy is
2-3.
like, I don't know, like pit fighter? What is this guy? That guy looks like a roper from Dragon Warrior. Double Dragon. There we go.
Double Dragon. Oh man, speaking of Double Dragon, today my kid was like, he just kept saying Jimmy, and I was like, what about Bimmy? And then he would not shut up saying Jimmy and Bimmy just over and over. And like, I wanted to be mad because I was annoyed that he kept saying it, but it was so hilarious that he just kept saying Jimmy and Bimmy.
I think that's a callback to the first of these blind humiliation races we did when digshake and I were racing, and it was Mr. Starbird, LOTW Bean himself, who came into chat and asked which one was Jimmy and which one was Bimmy. We encourage everyone to follow us on social media and tweet your questions at Larry is Angry. We'll ask the runners your question in the post-game interview.
Oh man, this is a new feature. I love it.
I came up with that in like 20 seconds ago. It was great.
Yeah, if you tweet at me, I will never see it because I don't check Twitter.
Yeah, RandomEffekt already at 3-2.
Yeah, the ice level. Although I don't think there are actual ice physics. These bazooka guys, though, they're real buttheads.
Observation in chat from Loud Goat. RandomEffekt got a metal slime.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to nerf metal slimes.
It's like, you know, Dark Magician was talking about the rule, was that rule 34, rule 32? Rule 34, right? Stuff on Google, like just add rule 34 to anything.
The porn one?
Yeah. And,
Sure.
Yeah, right. So we were talking about like the dangers of just random Googling stuff. I'm more scared of Googling like Ninja Gaiden randomizer than I am about attaching rule 34 to like a search on digshake if I'm trying to find Zelda 2 randomizer. Only from the sense that, like, you know, I'm going to find it. And then I'm going to get annoyed about how bad it is and, like, somebody just made it just to make it.
Yeah, there's gotta be, right? There's gotta be a Ninja Gaiden randomizer. What would they randomize?
Well, here's what they would randomize. They would randomize different enemies, which would make the game even more, like, stupid when you're trying to jump platform to platform. They would probably find a way to change the colors, but not necessarily do it in a way where the game would look good.
Yeah. Palette shuffle. What a thing.
Items inside of these, whatever these mosquito things are. I thought they were supposed to be like lanterns or something you got power-ups from, but apparently you get power-ups from mosquitoes now.
Oh, I thought they were like bald eagles. Which is kind of messed up. Like, why are you killing all these bald eagles? These hawks that fly back and forth, I remember them being real mean because they do like 4 bars of damage.
That whole scene on RandomEffekt side reminded me of the time where I watched Link Sevens play Cliffhanger, I think it was.
Oh man,
and just absolutely pop off. It was one of the greatest Saturday mornings ever in my life.
Who needs cartoons when you can watch Link Sevens?
Right, because I've
some
told
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I've told the story before, like, you know, how like mild tempered he is and like calm and everything. And, very seems like he can just sit down and have the patience to play any game. And then like he got to Cliffhanger in that Big 20, I think it was Big 26 or 7. And then just like I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah, I don't think I ever actually saw like a replay of that, unfortunately.
Every time I brought it up, I went to go look for like maybe he archived, like, highlighted the run, and I kept forgetting to go look at it. But yeah, so how are they doing in chat? What do you think about this game as the game choice for the humiliation race? Rated on a scale of 0 to 10 dig shakes, where 0 is the best and 10 is the worst. And what would you have picked if you wanted to make either of these runners play any game for 45 minutes? Limiting it to Nintendo or Super Nintendo.
I would have picked Shadowgate, but they would have to have had 8 beers before they started.
Would you have made them spin with their forehead attached to a bat, like pinned to the ground, and kick it around the bat like 5 times?
Yeah, he goes spin 5 times and then play Shadowgate.
Both players have a webcam, so it's not like we couldn't validate that.
Yeah, we'll see if Random can get over this. This pit has given him quite a bit of trouble. Just every time, the next checkpoint's right there.
Yeah, we'll have a little trial and error here before players start to figure out and then get through. I would think, I don't know what world record is, but I think 45 minutes is enough time for these players maybe to brute force this game and get to the end.
I mean, I seem to remember it escalating pretty linearly, so it's only going to get harder as it goes on.
Power-ups are going to be huge once they figure out how to use them effectively, or like if they can recognize where they need to use them as they go along, or what they even do. How about that? Like if you're playing this game,
they're obvious. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because I remember seeing the icons or if they're actually pretty straightforward in this one.
I'll tell you what, in playing Ninja Gaiden 3 as little as I did not know what any of the symbols were on the ground. But then again, I didn't play it enough to look at the instruction manual that may have told me. And these players cannot look at the instruction manual or reference videos or game facts like you did when you played Star Tropics earlier.
I gotta get a new game facts to look at because I still was really struggling after even looking things up. But yeah, it looks like they're pretty close to each other at this point. Of course, RandomEffekt still in the lead, having gotten here first.
Yeah, RandomEffekt did get to stage 3-3, which is the boss, before having to... Looks like if you die, you go back to the beginning of the stage. Unless it's a boss stage, you go back to the beginning of the prior stage, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I don't know if a full game over puts you to -1, X-1. Maybe we'll pay attention there.
I don't believe it does. Weasel points out in chat that brute forcing the sub code without looking anything up in Star Tropics would be pretty entertaining.
Would we do that to people though? There's our.
I mean,
yeah.
That's way too mean. It's fairly far in a blind play of the game. I don't know that you'd have to worry about it in 45 minutes.
Well, RandomEffekt took the game over, went back to 3-2. Diggs at the door for the boss, so he has gone as far as RandomEffekt, but will only take the lead if he can beat this boss.
Yeah, this is a guy that jumps and shoots bullets, and I don't think he'll beat him first try unless he knows what he's up against. Looks like he might have fought this boss before.
Yeah, are we going to call it shenanigans on this one?
Well, I mean, how is he? He can't unplay a game that he played another time, you know?
No, I'm saying that he got tipped off. Start a rumor.
Oh, yeah.
Can you even damage this guy with your regular sword?
I guess we'll have to find out later. Tune in next week.
Digshake looks like he got through to the boss pretty easily. Maybe a little slow and steady. So I don't really have any doubt he'll get there again. RandomEffekt still trying to struggle to get there a second time. Getting birded to death.
There was a while where Random was getting to that last pit right before the boss pretty consistently. But yeah, it seems like he's struggling with the level now. Yeah, it's those darn hawks.
What is the dumbest bet you've ever made in your life?
Dumbest bet I've ever made. I don't know. I haven't made too many bets. I can't think of any good VGT ones, you know?
You have to repeat that. I was talking over you.
I can't think of any good VGT bets that I've made.
I did a women's professional soccer fantasy league one time.
That's wild.
I won it, but you know.
You didn't accidentally pick any stars of adult films?
No, I did not. That's why I'm pretty good at, you know, what is it? Penalty shot?
Name the shot?
Yeah, penalty shot, 3-point shot, or money shot. I'm pretty good at that game.
Yeah, now we know your secrets because you played fantasy women's football.
And I've been to WNBA games, so there's like really not a lot, you know. And, you know, obviously my other recreation is covered. So, not a lot I don't know in that front.
You know, I've actually been to exactly one WNBA game myself.
Now, was it the Lynx or was it the Sparks?
It was the Phoenix Mercury.
Oh, I didn't even know you lived in the third place that had a WNBA. You lived in 3 places. Oh, no, actually, you lived in what? Okay. You didn't live in Minnesota.
No. We don't have women's basketball in Wisconsin.
Or you tell that to the Lady Badgers who are trying to win the title this year.
Yeah, sure. We don't have WNBA. I did go to an arena soccer match in Milwaukee once. I don't even remember what the team was called. The Wave, maybe?
Arena soccer is on that level of professional sports that is like, I don't know, if you're a real big sports fan, Justin Man may be able to back me up here. Like in the olden days of ESPN, like if you're tooling around and all of a sudden like arena football's on, or indoor soccer, or like major indoor lacrosse league is another one that you stop and you're like, wow, what is this? Like, this is stupid. And then you like watch the whole game.
Yeah.
And like, when can I watch more of this? Like, one day I went to the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, and I saw the Islanders play. And then immediately after the Islander game, there was like a 2-hour window where they you know, they put out whatever they need to put out, and then Major Indoor Lacrosse, the New York Saints played after that. I remember for like 2 weeks' time, I was going back and forth with security. I'm like, dude, I want to see how they set up. Like, I got tickets to both events. I want to just see how they set it up, how they go from ice to lacrosse. And then, like, you know, and I kept getting passed around and, like, you know, sorry, we can't do it, man.
So you had to leave the stadium and then come back a few minutes, well, more than a few minutes, presumably, but sometime later.
Oh, yeah.
For the other event you had tickets for.
Yeah, we went across the street to the Marriott and just sat in chairs, so comfortable in the lobby. But yeah, and I was horking. I was Ralphing at the start of that night too. The day we got there, and I was reading in the car, and as soon as the car, and I get car sick, as soon as the car stopped at, like, you know, the pay the ticket for the pay for parking, like, I just opened the door and started Ralphing, like, all over the place. And like, you know, my friend, yeah, it was not like, you know, and I'm the type of person when that happens to me. The Dig Shake's on 4-1, by the way. But, like, I'm the type of person when that happens to me, it's like, all right, I just want, like, you know, the day's done. Like, everything about this day is done. Just lay down, walk it off, you know?
Yeah. You just gotta reset. And so you don't keep going.
Right, but now I gotta wait to get into the stadium. You know, I gotta sit through a hockey game. I gotta wait and then get to a lacrosse game after that. Oh man, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to do when all you want to do is lay down.
It's not even like the fact that I want to lay down or need to lay down. It's just like I feel like I have to lay down. I feel like, you know, you have those people you work with where any little thing goes wrong, and it's like they feel like they're, you know, they should be able to go home. It's like, oh, you know,
Sure.
yeah. But I'm not like that. But, like, if I get sick, you know, it's like, all right, well, I'm done. I shouldn't be able to have to do anything else for the rest of the day.
Right. No, I think, you know, you Ralph out a car window. That's kind of a task to be done for the day, I think.
Oh, yeah, motion sickness and dizziness or whatever. Like, that normally gets me for, like, the whole day. It's like lights out, lay at the lowest sea level place, wherever you are. Lie directly flat down on whatever is the, you know, closest to sea level, and then just, like, you know, be done with it.
Yeah, that was. We went to some years ago. We went to Vegas for a bachelor party, and when I returned home, that was my strategy: was to just lie on the tile floor, because that was the lowest and coolest point in my house. And, you know, that was after a long bender in Vegas. Looks like Dig has progressed on to a mountain castle cutscene.
Yeah, I was just flailing around. I hope the stream didn't go down. I was flailing around looking for my cheat sheet here that I seemed to lose when I never pulled up again when I restarted my computer. I didn't know what that cutscene was. I was trying to see, like, where he was in the scope of the game.
He got to 4-2. I was actually going to ask if the area before that counted as a checkpoint, because you restart there if you die, but he moved on, so we don't have to worry about addressing that just yet.
Yeah, the official rules say the announcers make up exactly what is a checkpoint. I like visual clues, like it says clear as day 4-2.
Sure.
Yeah, and even though like there's a 4-1A, a 4-1B, it doesn't note that. But if you die, you do start over, so it is technically a checkpoint. I don't know.
I say we just go with the stages in the HUD.
I do like the fact that this game, the boss is at a different stage. So, like, you know, if Dig Shake reaches 4-3 here, but RandomEffekt gets to the boss in 4, you know, technically, if the boss wasn't a different, like Time Lord, if the boss wasn't a different stage number, like Dig Shake would win even though RandomEffekt got further. So. Right.
RandomEffekt at this last gap before the boss, and he doesn't manage to get over.
Yeah, simultaneous game over is there right now. What is Dig Shake doing here? He's trying to do something that's not allowed per rules.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
I didn't know you could climb up that side.
Well, I know you can do it in you got in 3. Just keep climbing one side of the wall and don't worry about alternate.
Oh yeah,
back and
yeah,
forth.
you can do that in this game, but that was like to screen transition upward. So I don't know if that works. You know, if the screen transition is there.
tried to YOLO jump that ladder and just flat out missed. He just it's like the dude going to dunk off a trampoline and just landing flat face first right on the mat.
Yeah, maybe he watched a video about how to do it and then tried to mimic it. You know.
I tell you what, there's no dunking going on right now.
You could say the game is dunking on both of them.
Yeah, could be. Do you have any questions here for chat? Any ridiculous questions to propose to give them a little something to do right now while these players try to figure out how to get further in the game?
Let's find out what everyone's favorite arena soccer team is in chat. If you can name an arena soccer team besides Milwaukee Wave, which may or may not be a real team that I remember, I'll be impressed.
See, I didn't know. Yeah, Major Indoor Soccer League, MISL. They were like the New York Cosmos, I think, were an indoor soccer league. I know.
Why do the off-brand like sports leagues always have the dumbest team names? Like Cosmos, really? Wave? Those are awful.
Pele played for the Cosmos, man, the outdoor version. I think no, New York Arrows. I'm sorry, New York Arrows were the indoor soccer team. The Cosmos were the outside one.
Even weaker. Even weaker. BM's favorite team is Long Island Iced Teas. I like the cut of his jib. DM suggests the Houston Hot Shots. You know, that one might be real. I can't say for sure that that's not real.
I mean, you know who has the worst team names in the world is both the men's and women's United States soccer leagues. The Major League Soccer and the WSL, I believe it's called, the Women's Soccer League. Like there's Sky FC, Sky Blue FC.
That's true. They are pretty bad.
I believe David Beckham's team is like Real Miami United of Los Angeles. Something like it's so bad. It's horrible.
Real Miami United of Los Angeles. That's incredible.
I may have made the team name better than it actually is, honestly.
So I don't want to interrupt the team name thing, but I just wanted to point out that Digshake just died to the dog statues from Ghostbusters. So that was pretty cool. Who knew they were in this game?
What do you think came first? Ghostbusters came first, right?
That's a good question. This game was 88? Yeah, I think Ghostbusters was earlier in the 80s, right?
Had to be like 85,
right? I honestly don't know. I know it was in the 80s. That's all I got.
We got 85 and 84 both in the chat. I'll accept both of them as answers.
Both are before this game, so who did it first? We know now.
How about I'm going to name a team, and you tell me women's basketball, women's soccer, men's soccer, or like arena football.
Okay.
Long Island Dragons.
Arena football.
All right, that is arena football. San Jose Cyber Rays.
Come on, that's not a real team.
San Jose Cyber Rays.
Women's soccer.
Women's soccer is right.
Yes.
They were the first they were the first champions of the first season of the WUSA, led by Brandy Chastain, famous for taking her shirt off after a penalty kick.
Yeah, didn't she get in trouble for that?
No, I think that actually spurred on women's rights and stuff.
How long has San Jose had a women's soccer team?
San Jose. Well, that was in the WUSA, so that was 2000 to 2004, 2000. No, I'm sorry, 2003 to 2005, something like that. It's a long time ago. Now they have. I don't know if San Jose has a team in the new league or not, but simultaneous boss action happening right now.
Oh, one dog down. Also, almost to the end of the timer here.
Yeah, Digshake's timer says 10 minutes. My timer says 14 minutes. And RandomEffekt's timer says 30 minutes and it's counting up. Both of them kill the bosses.
Wow, like simultaneous boss kills. I think RE's timer is right. Like, it's close enough. Yeah, but Digshake's timer is super wrong.
Maybe that's like a beer timer.
In 10 minutes, he has to have another beer. No,
Yeah.
he's doing October, you know. Oh man, this level that Dig's on now has flea men from Castlevania. Well, I looked over at Digshake's camera. It looks like he's not doing October anymore.
Carolina Courage.
Line of Courage. What were the various leagues I could pick from?
Women's soccer, women's basketball, and Korean football. And men's soccer. MLS. MSL. No, Major League Soccer. MLS. Sorry.
Let's go with arena football again.
No, that was women's soccer. One more time.
That was my second pick.
I like you. Like, can I have like the choices again? And I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. Women's soccer. Oh crap! I just gave the answer in the first try. Women's basketball. But all right.
I didn't even pay any attention to what you said. But I'm glad to see that RandomEffekt started making progress again. Got through that boss finally.
Remember, you can tweet your post-game questions at Larry is Angry on Twitter. We got a couple of them here so far. If you guys want to send us a couple more, we will definitely ask your question in the post-game interview.
RandomEffekt skipping the cutscenes. Knows what's up.
I believe I haven't noticed because I wasn't really watching their webcams, but I don't know if it's just every time they die they have a second to grab a beer, or if they have like an internal bet that they must take a sip every time they die.
They really both drink a beer every time they die. That's
Every
awesome.
time they die, they reach for the beer and take a sip.
So when I was in college, there was this. I mean, the game still exists, but it was more popular in these days. A game called Jumper 2. It was like one of those I want to be the guy type games, and we would play that. And like my buddy and I, sunglasses guy, we would play that, and we would drink a beer every time he died in that game. And it was just so ridiculous because you die so much. You know, it's one of those games. I don't know what you call that genre, I guess, but the where you jump and like the block gets in your way and knocks you down, sort of thing.
Like the trial and error kind of
Yeah.
game. I mean, I guess you call it like the I want to be the guy game now.
Yeah, I don't recommend drinking every time you die in games like that.
We used to do this thing where my buddy used to come over after, like, we had a Friday night bullcrap bowling league, and we used to all go out to eat, all our friends, and then, you know, half of them would come back here and play, like, you know, Rock Band or whatever. And
Yeah, nice.
yeah, and like, you know, then there was a time where we played I Want to Be Super Meat Boy, but only the I Want to Be the Guy level.
So there's like a whole level that's I want to be the guy.
Yeah, there's 3 stages that is just like, you know, and then you unlock the kid from I Want to Be the Guy that you can use when you play Super Meat Boy. But we would just go through that, like, just only play that and never progress beyond the first board and just pass
Of course.
back and forth. Then he leaves, and I beat the first stage of the 3. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, but I want to go to bed. And so, like, I left the, you know, Xbox 360 on overnight. And
Oh, right. So you wouldn't lose your progress.
yeah, and then the next morning I beat the second stage, like, instantly. And then, like, my God, I was, like, freaking grinding that 3rd stage, like, standing up in front of the 52-inch TV playing it because I was, like, you know, trying to make sure I hit every jump or whatever. But the third stage is actually the easiest, so I finally did it. My God, I took a picture of the achievement, I did all that. I was
Nice.
excited. It was probably the best video game experience I had. Dig dies right before that door.
Oh, yeah, no checkpoint.
RandomEffekt slowly catching up here. I say that as soon as I hear his death music.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still, you got 8 minutes left. Dig's only one boss ahead, really. Although RandomEffekt has to get to 5-2 to take over the lead.
We are running out of time. Digshake only has 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. The rest of us have 8 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Yeah, what's the consequence if he cuts out early?
I'm trying to do the time difference as well, and it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So he started the timer at 42:30 to count down or something like that. Must have been, or I don't know.
Did we give him the go-ahead 3.5 minutes late or something? I thought we started pretty close to on time.
I'm probably gonna give 5 minutes left in IRC, when it's 5 minutes, just so they both know. But I don't want to be an ass noodle and chat in IRC while they're trying to race.
I mean, I think it's appropriate for this race, Just make sure you talk about what kind of soup you're gonna make, or what BT might think of it. I don't remember all the context. Digshake BGT's that jump. These guys have a pretty crazy spin kick move. Dig damage boosting up onto the higher platform, but it doesn't work without any health. Why not just play the YouTube video, Rap of the rap. When you guys were not you guys, I guess. When Buzz and I guess Dig, you were playing that one too, were you? Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, back in those days, I was like, this game looks pretty entertaining, but let me see how it would be to emulate. And it turns out emulating PlayStation took more than 30 seconds of work. So I gave up and never played the game.
Yeah, for those wondering where I went, OBS Studio was not started with administrator mode, so if I click on another window, you can't hear me. But I asked about Parappa Rappa and notified that Digshake played a video of Parappa Rappa one time when we wanted to make him play it legit, and only picked the video that had the first 3 levels, and then it ended. I don't honestly that's the joke, but I don't think that's really what happened. I think there is a mode setting which only goes 3 levels, but you got to pick a harder level, something like that.
Oh, do you have to unlock the full game by beating the easy mode first, and then go back and play the first 3 levels a second time?
No, I just think the easy level has only 3, and then the next difficulty had the full game. Choke Me, I Like It basically disappeared from Twitch when we tried to make him play it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably the correct response.
So with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left here, I'm going to give them the 4-minute warning in IRC.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what Dig thinks of that, because he's down to 43 seconds on his timer.
And I also did a .time, which says 4:28, so 4 minutes left.
RandomEffekt onto the Ghostbusters dogs.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left. I don't know if he's going to make up the time difference to beat this boss and then get further than digshake, because he's not only got to get the 5-2 and catch up, he's got to go beyond.
Yeah, I don't see him beating 5-2. Like, 5-1 is pretty short. I think Dig only died once there.
The questions keep rolling in. If you have a question, tweet at LarryIsAngry on Twitter. Your question, we'll ask it in the post-race interview. You don't have to. It doesn't have to even be for digshake and RandomEffekt. It could be for us. In fact, let's only ask each other questions.
Perfect. Yeah, RandomEffekt, I looked over at his screen and he had 3 of the Ghostbusters dogs. And I thought the boss was just 2, so that was a little confusing. Did he spawn a 3rd one somehow?
I don't know. I haven't watched really much of this race. I'm paying attention to the upper right-hand corner that says the number that stage they're on, and then like the timer in the middle on the bottom.
That's pretty fair. I mean, it's been a pretty entertaining blind race, even if one person seems to be more blind than the other. Dig really struggling with this downward jump here.
I was just trying to figure out how you're really supposed to possibly make that, and I'm questioning the fact that they're not like walking up and down the wall. But I guess you can't do that. You have sticky hands.
Yeah, sticky hands in Ninja Gaiden 1. Ninja Gaiden 3, I think, is the first one that has the crawling up and down the wall. If you have a question, Buzz Thunder, just tweet to Larry is angry at blank Larry is angry. I don't know. Figure out how Twitter works and let me know,
Yeah,
and then you can ask a question.
Yeah, just send it to my Twitter on Twitch for YouTube at Larry is angry, and then I'll open up email and read it.
Yeah, just fax your questions to JoshyD at yahoo.angrylarry Twitch.
Shake trying to go for this damage boost, unless maybe he's just trying to clear it. But he did get the damage boost like a couple times and then ran out of health.
Yeah, there he does it again.
If you guys don't have Twitter, you can just spam your questions in chat. If we get any of them, it's not even guaranteed that they're going to want to talk about this game afterwards. Hopefully they will. PGT has some great questions lined up.
Oh, I certainly do.
A reminder, after this, and then after the post-race interview, so about 1:30 Eastern time, we're going to do the game reveal for Season 7, the group selection and game reveal. And digshake got a nice little clip there, damage clip through the block to get to that jump, and then gets greeted with a double hawk to the face.
Yeah, that clip through the wall was pretty fancy, though. I liked it.
I apologize for that. That is stupid loud, isn't it? Why? Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I just killed everyone's ears because I used Google Timer because a regular timer wouldn't work. And, like, all of a sudden, like, you think the web browser is fine, whatever. It just counts down. It's very vanilla. And all of a sudden, it just starts beeping like an alarm clock, and the thing's pinging the red.
That's awesome. I didn't have the audio through the stream on because I didn't want to hear myself again. So, that's amazing. Yeah. Oh my god, is that one of the knights who say knee on his screen?
Is it? I don't know.
Totally looks like him. I mean, as far as NES graphics go.
Dude, that was awesome.
And bring me a shrubbery. If anyone has ears left, are we going to ask these guys if they want to come talk about this game? Or
I already did. I'm not really too sure that Digshake knows the game's over, or if he just wants to casually finish it out.
Looks like RE is getting his headphones on to come join us. RandomEffekt, welcome to the booth.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't paying attention to IRC, and I didn't really pay attention to my timer. I was kind of into it at the end.
Yeah, we liked your you had a strong finish, killing the Ghostbusters dogs right at the end.
Yeah, that was I'm basically training myself for low percent apparently. So, yeah. Richard Dawson. Okay. But I was there, but not. Okay.
Yeah. I keep clicking off this stupid thing, and then nobody can hear my jokes, but they were great. And I mentioned Richard Dawson, and I said school match school. It was good. It was good.
What's up, Dig?
Oh man, I got to hear it twice. It's great. Digshake.
That was actually pretty legit.
Yeah. I kind of liked it, except for what was it? Stage 3. I was on stage 3 for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, you had a lot of trouble with that pit at the end of stage 3. Which,
yeah,
I think everyone has trouble with, but it's rough.
I think I sort of figured it out, but it was just a weird timing that he had to get down. And then by the time I got to the boss, I had no health, and then I had to figure out exactly how to fight him with like no power ups, basically, and figured it out. But it took me a while.
How many stages are there?
I think there's 6 in total. 4 is the last one. So there's six stages in total. There's like, I don't know how many subsections each one have, but I know 4. Maybe it's 4 and 5 is the last 2 bosses. It's not that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got to a cutscene that made it look like I was getting pretty close to the end. I was like, what?
That cutscene threw me off because it was in the middle of 4-1 and 4-2, and I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, there's no way level 4 is just one stage and then that's it. Like, why is our cutscene there? And I'm scrambling. Yeah. BGT's making stuff up. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was great. So I did have a question for Digshake. How many times have you played this game before?
I played this game once for just a few minutes. I don't even think I made it past the first stage, really. But I have watched people play this game quite a bit. And whenever I watch people speedrun this game, it looks like the strategy is just don't slow down for anything. And so that was kind of my mindset going into this, was just go, 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 go.
I think that's a fairly common speedrunning strat.
Yeah.
In general.
Well,
I think when you have infinitely respawning enemies, it's a good thing. Those birds just wrecked me. You know, I'd kill one and then another one would appear right away. I was like, oh, great. Perfect.
I'm pretty happy with how I did. I swear to you, I played this game once for maybe like 15 minutes, and that's it. But I made it pretty far, I think.
Are we allowed to reveal who made it? Who made it farther?
Well, I was waiting for a nice little break there to chime in, and I noticed that RandomEffekt killed the boss at stage 4 just as time expired. But Digshake did make it to stage 5-2, and therefore he progressed. And he's now 2-0 in these blind humiliation races.
Yes, that is the one thing with Elite that I have succeeded at, is winning the loser races. So
we do
come at me.
Come at you. We do have some questions here from the idiots in chat and on Twitter at Larry is Angry. If you have any questions. B Knox liked at Loudgoat's tweet, which is good. That's a good thing for it to show up in my window. Here's a question for Digshake. Shampoo directions say repeat. Have you ever washed your hair more than once in a single shower session?
I have, not on purpose though. Usually it's because I forget if I have shampooed my hair or not, and then I do it again.
And then in the act of doing it again, is that what reminds you that you've already done it this shower?
Well, you can kind of tell, can't you? I don't know. Maybe you guys haven't done it, but
no, it suds up a lot when you do it a second time.
yeah.
I'm not sure that I have ever washed my hair a second time.
Dude, you have more hair than the three of us, and I have hair everywhere. How have you not washed your hair more than once in a single session?
I mean, like, you know, I do shampoo and then conditioner, but that's certainly not a second wash. That's a different thing.
See, that's something I don't do is the conditioner part. I have washed my hair twice, but the conditioner part, I never use conditioner. Is that weird?
No, I didn't use conditioner for years, like until I grew my hair real long, and then I was like, man, my hair is just a tangled rat's nest. And I was like, you know, I'll try some conditioner. Maybe that's supposed to help or whatever. And my hair was easier to brush that day, so I never looked back.
This question, I guess, is for RandomEffekt. Armageddon Time wants to know, what is your favorite Subway sub and toppings?
I haven't eaten Subway in a very long time, but I used to get, I think the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and very minimal toppings. You just put a little bit of lettuce. I actually like to put some ranch dressing on there as well. But you just get like lettuce, tomato, and ranch dressing, and boom.
Have you ever bitten into a piece of Subway chicken and it did not have the consistency of chicken?
Absolutely. That's pretty much why I stopped going there.
Yeah, no, that's definitely why I stopped.
I'm pretty much exclusively like Jimmy John's now, just because they're so quick. Even though it's just like the simplest sandwich, but it's like cheaper and quicker, and it just tastes a little bit better in my opinion.
Anyone ever eat at Quiznos and not spend like $24 for a single person?
Is that possible? Like, what do you get a bag
when
of
you
chips?
get the combos? Yeah.
Do Quiznos exist anymore? I haven't seen a Quiznos in years.
I love Quiznos, actually. I would take Quiznos all day, every day, as far as a sandwich and sub type thing go, but there's not one close to me, so it makes it a little hard. But I love Quiznos toasted subs. They're great.
They had a good steak sandwich, and that's why I used to go there.
Potbelly's where it's at.
That's
man,
good. That's
Potbelly's.
good. Yeah.
Dude, there's like Firehouse. All of a sudden, there's like all these sub chains everywhere, and it's like, you know, whatever. They're like so expensive.
They got wise.
Yeah, let's play some like in between New York delis and see how fast they go out of business.
You guys remember Cousins? Is that still a thing? Cousins subs?
Never heard of it.
I think you're making shit up.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me.
Oh man.
Do you want to apologize to everyone for lying?
No, it's real. I'm sticking with it.
So this is for digshake. And then like follow up, we had a timer on you guys. Well, first question for digshake about the race is, what was up with your timer?
I don't know. Did I do something wrong?
It was like 3 minutes and 17 seconds off of like any time we can think of.
Was it like that the whole race, or did it just like happen?
When I looked up and I noticed that your timer was counting down and RandomEffekt's timer was counting up, and our timer was counting down, and we were like a 3 minute difference between me and you. But like RandomEffekt's timer going up was fine. So somewhere around somewhere, like you crossed over the international date line, and.
I mean, I noticed it too, and I was like, "Huh, that's really weird." But then I was like, "Yeah, whatever."
How annoyed would you be watching like a restream, and somebody had a counter that counted down, then all of a sudden blasted like an alarm clock sound as soon as it went to 0?
I would watch that. I don't know. What's the problem?
I don't know. The problem is I couldn't get a timer that for some reason the timer I used would shift left and right based on the width of the number that was changing. So that was like jumping left and right. So I'm like, all right, I can't use that. You know, I couldn't figure out how to get live split or W split to count down like you did. And then
you just put in a negative start time.
Oh, there you go. That's the smartest thing I've ever
heard. Easy peasy, Larry.
No, right? That's the greatest thing ever. I Googled it too. Like, how do I do it? I'm looking for a checkbox. And then like people like, no, it doesn't count down, man. It's for splits. I'm like, all right, it was a dumb question. I'll stop searching and I'll look for an alternative. So I went to Google, and Google just had like, you know, they had like the translate thing, Japanese to English. Like you can just type in timer and like it comes up right on top. You just type in a number and it times for you right on the browser itself, right on the Google page. So I'm like, I'll use that. Like it doesn't say anything about use audio alerts or anything. So as soon as the counter hit 0, my audio like pinged to the red and started beeping. It was the greatest thing. So turn down the audio if you're watching this. You're watching the VOD. Last question we have here is Dipsy Doodles or Fritos? Either one of you can answer.
What the hell are Dipsy Doodles?
They're a Wise brand snack. It's like a corn chip, but like they're wavy.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nobody?
All right, I'm gonna say Fritos just because that's something I know. Like I don't want to say something I'm not familiar with.
BGT, do you have any questions about this or the race?
Well, I was gonna say I also haven't heard of Dipsy Doodles, but I like them.
But
like
you
them
make
just
up
based on
sandwich
the
shops
name.
anyway, so I don't care what you have to say.
Dude. Come on. I don't make up sandwich
BGT's gonna
shops.
go down to Cousins and get some Dipsy Doodles after this stream.
It just sounds like a bad family reunion.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I definitely don't need to get any Dipsy Doodles from Cousins.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go. We won't let this drag on like we normally do. We have digshake defeating RandomEffekt in the blind humiliation race, which was Ninja Gaiden, and he'll be receiving some bonus picks for the end of for the season 8 game, which is probably 7 years away. But you'll have the bonus picks, and congratulations to you, and thanks to both of you for putting up with this and doing it and being involved in the tournament.
Hey, I had fun. This was actually a better choice of a game, I think, than something else. I like that it even the continues like started you right where you pretty much left off. That really.
I do prefer those type of games for something like this as well. I agree.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys,
Thank
have
you.
fun. And BGT, thanks to you for helping out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Any parting words here that you want to say going into season 7, which will be revealing the game and the draw for the groups right after this?
I hope it's a good one. I hope it's as fun as Space Mountain was.
Yeah, you gonna get a world record in this game? You gonna try for one, or are you just gonna keep playing Magic Kingdom?
I'm just gonna keep playing Magic Kingdom.
I figured that, but as long as it's not, as long as this game's not Star Tropics, I think you might have a chance to repeat winners bracket again.
Oh man, I'm on a streak on the winners bracket stuff.
You definitely are. All right, I'm gonna get ready, get this video rolling so people can go to bed. Thanks a lot for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
So there you have it. That was digshake defeating RandomEffekt in Ninja Gaiden. But we're going to do the Season 7 reveal here. It is time to go to Hans Buttface, who will have the selections and the game reveal for us. So Hans, why don't you take it away? All right, guys. Thank you and congratulations to digshake defeating RandomEffekt in the mystery game of Ninja Gaiden. And speaking of mysteries, we are almost set to reveal this season's game. But first, let's review the rules of the tournament. Of course, the tournament always begins with the group stage. Everyone in the group will play everyone once, with the fastest time deciding the race winner. At the end of group play, the top 2 in each group, in all divisions, advance to the winner's bracket. All brackets are single elimination. There's also a series of promotions, relegations, rewards, and humiliations that we will talk about throughout this season. The one major change to the tournament this season is the switch to 3 groups, 3 divisions. We added 4 more players to the tournament, which means we are now back to the 8-person per league, 4 per group format. This will eliminate the bye week that we included in season number 6 and make it so there's only 3 matches per group round. Now let's take a look at those players who are competing in Season 7. Starting out in the Cesspool, we have the returning The Alan Heffley from the University of Kentucky and Justaman 114. They are joined by some new and delicious meats. Fresh off his third place finish in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Standard Tournament, not third place in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Chaos Tournament, that was Angry Larry. It's GDQ Superstar, BTs. Returning to Elite after a couple season hiatus is a 2-season veteran of the tournament, Jackamus Wedge. Next is a rando guy and somebody who has yet to score a point in the Stardom Tag League Pick'em Pool. That's Thurwolf. New player number 3 is Europoulos. Little is known about this guy, other than the fact that he has a condition where he has to pee in mall parking lots. Our fourth new player is Zyrakian from American North. Zyrak is an exceptional Link to the Past randomizer player and free airship player. He is hoping this game is not Simon's Quest or Widget. And the last person in the cesspool, Zeb. Now, with the inclusion of 4 new players and the switch to 3 divisions, we had to do a little bit of realignment. Here is the new division that we had to make. We'll call it the Bowl. Being promoted to the Bowl, in a way, are Edge and Jam Evil, who both made the winner's bracket last season. Puke 7 and Zarnax made their way into the Bowl by being the only other players returning from last season who scored a victory. Joining these 4 are the 2 people relegated from last season's 4-way sinker race, Digshake and RandomEffekt. And filling out the group of 8 are last season's relegation survivors, Armageddon Time and Angry Larry, who despite having the best average time in Season 6, and despite winning the Season 6 relegation race to remain in the upper deck, and despite beating both elite world record holders in the adventures in the Magic Kingdom at the same time, in the same race, by over a minute, still gets relegated from the upper deck. This season is off to a fantastic start already. And here is a list of the participants in the upper deck. No major shakeups here. Last season's champion Buzz Thunder is joined by runner-up BGT. Winners bracket participants D-Pad Danny and Coach Crab. Third place finishers Link Sevens and Nirm. And rounding out the group of 8 are last season's participants in the promotion race. The Cesspool champion Unos and the runner-up Dark Magician. And again, each division will be divided into 2 groups of 4. And for the draw of the groups, we'll kick it on over to a member of our Spanish announce team, El Gato de la Magician de la Negro, 1184.
Gracias, Hans. And welcome to the selection show. I am El Gato de la Magician de la Negra. Or you can call me the Dark Magician. We're doing the selection for the Elite Tournament coming up this fall. And we're going to start off with the Cesspool. To answer the question in chat, yes. So we're going to start with Cesspool. We got 2 returning players. That's Justin 114 and the Alan Heffley. They get to battle the fresh meat. If I butcher your name, I apologize in advance. Zebgidna. Jack, Ms. Wedge, Third Wolf, Third Wolf, Europolis, Breasticles, and Zyrakian. All right, I think I named everybody in the cesspool, so let's get to drawing. We got 8 names in here. We're going to go into 2 categories, Category A and Category 1. And the first one for group Category A is Zyrakian. All right, next up. The leader of Category 1, the Alan Heffley. Come on, camera. All right. Answer chat? No. Next, we got in Group A, Jackamus Wedge. And second member of Category 1, Thurwolf. I don't know if you can see that one. That's Thurwolf. All right, number 3 in Group A, BT, Breasticle, whatever. In Category 1, Stephen Hawkins. In A, Europolis. I don't know how to get the camera to focus, but whatever. Judge it on the length of the name. And the last person in number 1 is Justin Meow 114. And that will do it for the cesspool. All right, following up the cesspool is going to be the people in the bowl. Bowl is the middle category. Bowl. In the bowl. Make sure I didn't drop any. We have PJ Salt himself, Angry Larry. I believe he is the current knob holder for Adventures in the Magic Kingdom after being relegated for said game. Also in the group, we have Armageddon Time, the Digshake, and no, I said Dig Shake. Next, we got RandomEffekt, Jam Eviler, Edgeworth, Edge Stream, Puke 7, Zarnax 4, 2. And we're going to start off Group A with Armageddon Time. Group 1. Edgestream. Group A. RandomEffekt. Group 1. Up. Dig Shake. Group A. AF. And Group 1. Puke 7. All right, last person in Group A. And in case you don't have a babblefish in your ear, that says Zarnax 42. And the last member of Team 1 is Mr. Jam Eviler. And that will do it for the bowl. All right, the last group that we got, 8 players go in. This is most of the people who did well in the previous tournament. They won their promotion race, or they placed in the top 2 in their groups. 2 people have moved up into this group. It's Unos 20 and Dark Magician 1184. Also in the group is going to be Mr. Buzz Thunder, BGT, Coach Crab, D-Pad Danny, Link 7777, and Neom. And we're going to start off with change it up and say Group 1. First person in Group 1. Eggs in butt. Unos. First person in Group A. The Coach Crab. Next person in Group 1. Link 7777. Then Group A. Neom. Neom. Group 1. Dark Meowgician. Uno, uno, ocho, cuatro. Group A, I believe. Mr. D-Pad Danny. Yes. To answer the question in chat. All right, Group 1 again. Buzz the Toolman Under. And we finish off the upper deck, Group A, with myself again. Huh. And that will do it for the upper deck. All right, there's our groups. Good luck to everybody, and let's send it back to the studio. Ow. Good. And Star Wipe.
And one last order of business before we reveal the game for season number 7. We would like to remind everybody about the Elite King or Queen of the Knob series. The Knob is a King of the Hill style competition which involves the games we have played in prior seasons of the Elite Tournament. It is open to all players from Elites past and present, meaning the new players for this season can learn and challenge for the Knob Championship in any of these games. See the Knob channel in Discord for more information. During this season of Elite, we will be featuring the qualification and championship races for any challenges that happen in the Knob series. There have been 2 challenges issued and played already for Tiny Toon Adventures and the Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. We look forward to bringing you these races and hopefully some more as the seasons progress. But now it is time for the game reveal for Season 7 of the Elite. The game for Season 7 is a platformer that was released late in the NES lifecycle. And that game is submitted by Bad Breaks. This homebrew Nintendo game was released in 2010. It is a trial and error game that really puts your patience to the test with its difficulty. One second here. I got 99 plus Discord messages. Hold on. It appears people are very much against the idea of this being the Season 7 surprise game. One message from XXX Arcus Fanboy 6969XXX reads, "FU, this, spelled DIS, pick of a game is stupid and it is your fault my favorite isn't going to win." All in capital letters. Well, we here at the Elite Tournament would like to defend our choice for the Season 7 game. We thought we would try something different and add some variety to the series of competitions. Unfortunately, due to the fanboy brigading that is happening right now, we have decided to pick a different game as a way to deflect the fact that we made a poor choice and refuse to say sorry. So here is the new game for Season 7 of the Elite Tournament. And I hope everyone's happy now. We have Splatterhouse Jungla Graffiti for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the second time that Splatterhouse has made its way onto our list of potential games for an Elite season. And it was a close battle with another game, but due to a little bit better controls, a little bit better ability to stay alive, and it being Halloween season, Splatterhouse did win out in the end. Our players will now have 1 week to learn the game before the races start. Racers can find their schedule in the appropriate Discord channel sometime tomorrow. For those looking to watch the races, they will be packaged into weekly shows that will begin in a few weeks' time. Follow Larry is Angry on Twitter or join the Angry Larry Discord channel, !Discord, in chat, for more information and advance notice on when these shows will air. We'd like to thank everyone for hanging out tonight for the Season 7 reveal show. This is Hans Buttface. Good luck to everyone involved, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for the broadcast of the races of Season 7 of the Elite Tournament. Have a good one.